We need intro music.
Hello, welcome to our live. I'm trying to see if this is posting yet. And it is. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Saturday. For us, it's afternoon. For you, it could be evening, depending on where you're at, or it could be morning. I don't know where you'd have to be.
So many
for
options.
the morning. I guess on the West Coast. But we just wanted to touch base with you guys as we're starting off the 2024 season. We have been in rehearsals this week and band meetings, figuring out where all the things are. And our first thing this year is actually really fun. We are headed on a cruise.
Yay!
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
So we might come back in video and be super tan. It'd
Yes.
be really shocking for you guys. See what happens.
That would be wild.
That would be a crazy start to our year to actually have a tan.
But actually, we'll probably just be red.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, we're performing on the cruise. I know Jules has been on a cruise.
Yeah, I went my senior year of high school for like a trip, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was very cold though, because it was January and it's February, so
Still cold.
it's still cold. It's
First week of
February. Just bring some jeans and it's fun.
Yeah, but we have not been on a cruise.
Mm-mm.
No. And I've never been on a marriage cruise, which is what this is. And so we will be the only single people on this cruise.
Not a lot of options.
Well,
No.
I know.
Well.
I've been thinking about the boat, the motion sickness and everything. But I've been worried about carrying my bass down the narrow corridors because the travel base is just kind of jointed together. And I'm like worried I'm going to crack the neck off or something, like a big wave and then boom. Or carrying the baby and whoops, So.
and the bass. Mom's carrying Macy and their bass.
So
Mom
anyway,
will not be carrying the baby.
I have a little carrier. So.
Peter Lennartson says, greetings from Sweden. Hope you had some wonderful time off. Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
We did have some wonderful time off. I know my husband and I took Macy on a vacation to the San Juan Islands. And we also went with two other friends of ours that also just had babies in the past year. So it was 3 couples and their 3 babies. And it was so fun. I was very nervous going into it, but we had a blast. Matt, do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I went to a lot of cold places. I went on a couple snow mountains and was able to ski. And I did find out that I was like putting my ski boots on too tight, and I still can't feel my toes. The nerves are completely damaged, and so like trimming my toenails, which is what you guys really wanted to know about today, I can't. It's numb.
So Matt
Anyways,
needs a petty before.
I don't need a petty. It's done. Like I wouldn't get anything from it. So it could be a bad sign.
Phil Whitley says, enjoy your cruise. Send pictures. Thank you. We will. I'm sure I will post. I don't know actually if you have Wi-Fi on the cruise.
I
I
don't.
don't think so.
So you might get pictures when we return. But yes, that would be fun.
It'd be fun.
But Matt had a blast skiing. We all actually went and skied together. It's kind of like a little tradition. In January at one point, just for a couple days. So that was fun.
Well, and Macy had to get her first couple runs down the mountain.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Ellen and I played a 1,000-piece puzzle without the reference picture. It was really exciting.
It was
we
so
hit
fun.
it. We never saw it until the very end when we finished doing it. It was quite intense.
and it was actually wrong.
Okay.
I don't know how they even did that.
No, I'm working on another puzzle off season. And I am also not using the reference picture because I had so much fun.
It changes it.
Yeah.
Like it
Just
makes
seeing
it,
what I was creating.
it's
Kinda like
pretty
a-
And having
exciting.
no
It's like a
idea.
blind date for a puzzle.
Exactly.
I enjoyed it. Jules, do you want to talk about what you did in
Yeah.
January?
So Katie and I decided to go back to Ireland, which was so exciting. And we had done our solo projects, but hadn't really performed them much live at all. And so we wanted to go back to Ireland because we have a lot of really good friends there. Ireland was one of the first countries that we kind of like started playing at like a lot. I feel like we went like 2 years, our family did. You guys went, and then our whole family
We've
went.
done 4 tours in Ireland.
So we've been there a lot, and we didn't get to go on our last Europe tour. So Katie and I missed it a lot. And so, yeah, it was really sweet. We just played in like small rooms and got to meet some of you guys, which was crazy. It was very last minute, but it was a lot of fun. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what day it was. We were just at Mom and Dad's house.
I think it was my birthday.
Okay, yeah. And Katie and Jules were like, what if we went to Ireland?
And then we bought the tickets.
And they
that
bought
same day.
tickets that day.
Yep.
And they were like, Ellen, do you want to come? And I said, I have responsibilities. I have a tiny human.
Oops.
But they had so much fun.
And the fun thing was we showed up to our first show. It was like really stormy. We did a house concert to kind of start it all off at like some dear friends of ours. And it's just in this small village, and there's a huge storm, like 70-mile-per-hour winds. So I almost blew away. But we did, no, like my piano thing like broke.
Oh my.
Yeah, the piano strap broke. Katie and I were literally getting tossed. It was
Katie's
crazy.
hair was crazy.
It was crazy. Anyways.
She still has her hair.
Yeah, Katie still has hair. But it was a close call. Anyways, so we are in this small house. Like a lot of people or like 20 people are going to come, but then it was like 4 people. And then all of a sudden, Matt walks in the room with a few friends of ours. And so it was so sweet. And so he surprised us, and that was awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah, when they decided they were going to go to Ireland, it was because Katie and Julianne just like were hanging out really late. And the next day I texted them, I said, I'm not letting you guys ever hang out alone again that late because you guys just came up with a crazy plan. And then
bad influences.
I know, I was like, you guys, where's the logic? And so I decided to throw my logic away also and caught their first 2 shows. It was very fun.
So fun.
It's so fun to know what the songs sound like all polished and perfect, which is what I've mostly experienced their music as. And then to see them like filling guitar parts and piano parts and like working off each other. Their facial expressions during their concerts at each other was worth the entire flight.
All I'm going to say.
It was so enjoyable.
I couldn't look at my mandolin for like 2 days after that tour because the amount of times that we would be like playing music with people and they would request a song and Katie just got her fiddle and I had to try to figure out guitar stuff on my mandolin.
And you did it. The best part is like you nailed all the parts.
Did it hurt?
It was painful. It was terrible. It was just, I grew a lot, but I couldn't look at my mandolin the same way again after that. My fingers hurt really bad.
And you guys did the jams afterwards.
Yep.
Well, in like, again, like as a lot of the audience members would like be like, this song was perfect, but since Katie's not here right now, I'll say this part. But Katie did What'll I Do, like one of my favorite songs she's ever written. And she's like, I wrote you a song. And then she hits a chord that is nowhere near what this next chord is supposed to be. And then she's like, she's doing her, like she's into the song and she's like, and then Jules is like sitting next to her and Jules goes, like, Julianne's spine straightens and Katie's like mouth gets really tight. And I'm sitting there like, with my friends and they're like, why are you like shaking? And I was like, could not stand still because I was laughing so hard. It was perfect. But then nobody knew, like you look at the audience and they're just like, yes.
Oh,
Jazzy.
It was awesome.
Another thing we ran into was our piano pedal kept sliding, which was so stressful. I've never encountered that before. But so I was mostly on mandolin, Katie was mostly on piano. And so I didn't notice it until I had to do May Baby because I just didn't have to play the piano that much. And so Katie does the whole show, like, I don't notice it. And then I go over to play May Baby, and, like, I am, like, sliding, trying to reach my pedal. And Katie had been dealing with that the whole show, and I don't know how she did it. Because, like, we since put, like, a cloth under the pedal and it was good. We just never encountered that before. And so that was really exciting. Not fun.
I like that.
Well,
yeah.
And being like in the audience, like in the back of like a pub was so fun because random people would turn to me and be like, these girls are really good, aren't they? And I'd be like, they are so good. Like, this is such a good band. Anyways,
That's
it was very
sweet.
fun. It was very fun.
Speaking of people, you said Katie lost her hair. Losing hair.
What?
I don't know if you've noticed, Matt.
Oh, I was like, what's he about to say? Ellen's like, it's been fake this whole time.
Jeremy De Silva says, please bring the stash back.
I'm not. Some dude's not going to be the reason I bring this back. Jeremy.
Yes. And then Artillery Buff 2000 says they have front row center seats to 2 of your shows in Branson the 3rd week of June, Tuesday and Thursday, and they're traveling all the way from Arizona to see us.
That's awesome.
Very
Oh my
sweet.
gosh.
Mike Naylor says, thank you for doing what you do. Enjoy the cruise. And Vino also says hi. Hi, Vino. And Greg gave us a lovely tip and says, use this for whatever we want. So thank you.
So many options.
Great
A
to
lot
see
of
you.
options.
Wow.
Oh, and Andy Clark says, happy to see you again. And Peter Cleveland says, the Petersens are amazing. Thank you guys so much for the chats. Matt, do you want to talk about the emotional turmoil you went through? Or like what finally made you get rid of the stash?
No, don't do it or anything. Well, I had kind of, that was weird. I had, like, we were working on some videos of our tours, our previous tours, and our Christmas, like, vlog videos. I looked at my stash and I went, that's actually a good stash, because I had, like, extra part, and for ski season, I had just kind of, like, trimmed it way down. And I said, I don't want the stash I have now. I want the stash that I once had, and I'm not committed enough to grow it back out. And also, we're going on a cruise, and I didn't want to have a tan line in the shape of a mustache. If I got rid of it later, I went, that would be weird.
I'm
So,
really sad.
Yeah, and also, like, when you drink coffee or water, it just, like, gets into your mustache and, like, drips down your face. It's like, stashes are
Our
gross.
dog has that problem.
It does. Like, me and Danny were talking about that. So, and it just was time to go. I was not feeling it. But what really happened is Mom snuck in my room in the middle of the night and trimmed it off.
I have threatened that if he got a mullet.
Oh,
Which he's
that's where Mom
threatens.
draws the line.
Is that a secret? Are you really going to do
no,
that?
I'm not growing a mullet. Why would I
But
grow
he
a
kept
mullet?
teasing me that he was going to get a mullet because his hair is kind of long.
Okay. They can't see that. Block. Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe in the fall it'll start growing again.
Oh, people are asking, is Katie okay? She is great. She's actually meeting with the worship team at our church right now. So
They're firing her.
That's not.
No, Katie is very involved on the worship team at our church, and they had already had this planned when we decided that we wanted to hang out with you guys. So Katie's doing that. And John Swanson says, achy breaky mullet. I like that.
Achy breaky.
Thank you, John.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
So glad you're not.
Oh, Dave and Terry Simmons says, get Karen a baby sling. Oh my goodness. Thank you. We will get Mom a baby sling for carrying Macy on the cruise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this baby sling? This little.
Yeah, wrap
It's like
around.
attached to
Yeah.
you, so Mom can't accidentally chuck Macy off of.
We would go together.
Yes.
I would like a little backpack. I would carry Macy.
That's so
I would carry
cute.
Macy like with her head right here.
Yeah.
That would be
She's
about
not
it.
quite big enough, but that will come.
Okay, we'll figure it
I
out.
want to hold her facing forward, but her heads would get tired really quick.
We're working on the neck,
Yeah,
but we're not quite there yet.
she can do this,
Macy's neck.
but for a minute.
Okay, Matt, do you want to talk about upcoming? Well, we have our Branson shows, and we'll talk about that in a second. But do you want to talk about our upcoming shows we have outside of
Yes.
Branson?
Yes, we're traveling a little bit this year. The ones coming up in March, we're gonna go to McPherson, Kansas, on I think it's the 16th of March, St. Patrick's Day weekend, and then we'll also be going to Hot Springs, Arkansas, at the end of April to play at the Woodlands Auditorium. So it'll be very fun.
that's
We haven't
cool.
played a public show in Arkansas in a long time.
We
So-
played what was
Mina.
that? Yeah, Mina.
Oh, well, that's almost Oklahoma. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness.
But they're
Yeah.
having a big eclipse event there.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
Right.
So
That's
the
right.
eclipse is going right
Very cool.
through there. So
We won't be there for that, but we're going to be in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
And the tickets for McPherson, Kansas are already available, and the tickets for the Woodlands Auditorium in Hot Springs, Arkansas will be available in the next couple of weeks. So if you are signed up on our email list, you will get notified whenever we have those go up. And then, of course, our Patreon community, I will post when those are available as well. And then we start our Branson show back in March.
Yes.
We are every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. And then the first or second Saturday.
The first Saturday, March 9th. Well,
Which
that
would
can't
be
be
the
the
second.
math on that. Well, but
It's
the first Saturday after we start back up.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So March 9th, we also are doing a Saturday show there. And we did a few Saturday shows in 2023, and we loved them. And you guys were able to come and kind of see us, the people that can't come see us at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday and Thursday, which is a lot of you. And so we're actually having our Saturday shows. There's about once a month, I think with the exception of April. We are doing a Saturday show at the Little Opry, and the time is 7:30 this year. So don't show up for 8, it's 7:30, which we're very excited about, moving that time up.
30 minutes is a big difference.
Yeah. So,
especially for a lot of for families with younger kids.
Yeah.
So we're excited the IMAX was able to let us move our time slot up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Are you sure it's
Yeah.
McPherson?
Yeah.
Like
you got
I
it
grew
correct.
up, it was
it's
McPherson.
No, I said McPherson and got scolded by the entire state.
I'm so sorry.
It's McPherson.
That's crazy.
Phil Raleigh says coffee fun from Phil and Kathy. Thank you. And Jareth Hayden says, for whatever you need, good to see you back again. Looking forward to what this year holds for you. Thank you so much. We are, we're also very excited for this year. Last year felt like a whirlwind. We had Julianne finishing up college, and we had a big spring tour. I say big for us. It was like a week. But in the midst of all the Little Opry shows, it felt big. And then we, in the summer, did we do any tours in the summer?
Well, we went on our
The Europe was at the end of the summer.
So August, yeah.
it all kind of blends together.
Wait, I feel like we did something.
We went somewhere.
I don't, like we said, last year
Anyway.
was insane. I was pregnant. We had a lot of tours, and then trying to catch up on videos with Jules coming back in the band. We're so excited to have Jules back because we were able to shuffle around some of the other stuff we were doing. Jules this year is able to actually focus a lot on our vlog channel.
Yeah.
So if you've not already subscribed to the vlog channel for our family, you should definitely do that. We have, I think the next ones coming up will be from our Christmas tour that we just did.
Mhm.
And I know we have content from like a ton of tours that we've just never posted. So
Yeah.
do you want to
I'm
talk
excited.
anything about the vlog or just subscribe?
Yeah, we're working with Erin actually, which is super fun. And so we have a lot of like old footage from our tours that's just like shot on my iPhone. That will be fun to watch later. But like we had Erin come along with us on this last tour, and he and I have been editing it together. So it's a lot cleaner and like more high quality. And it's been a blast like hanging out with Erin and like editing all that. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yay!
And they do a good job of painting the picture of what a tour schedule kind of looks like. Because in the past, Julian's also been having to, like, Jules has things to do on that day, but now we had Erin coming, kind of
Right.
capturing the movement of the whole day. So it's very enjoyable.
I enjoy it. It is weird like seeing myself on camera when I don't have control of it though. I'm like, ew.
So
Good.
humbling.
She's only used to her face like this.
No, literally, I always know when the camera is on, and now I don't. And so I'm like, now Erin's doing it on my face, doing a weird expression. It's very annoying.
Ernest says a razor blade fund for Matt. Thank you, Ernest. And Peter
Wild
Guzman
fun.
says, wishing y'all a wonderful 2024. We can't wait to see y'all again. We also can't wait to see you guys. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of fun comments in there. Also, there's a thank you to Erin for the tour photos. And so normally when we go on tour, we have a meet and greet just for our Patreon community that's sometime before the show, and we take pictures with all of them. And Aaron, because he was on the tour for some of the shows, not all of them, he was able to take pictures, professional pictures of us with the patrons. So that was really fun too. So a little added bonus. Also, real quick, I forgot to mention this with the Branson show, but if you are planning to come see us in Branson around the Christmas season, I recommend buying your tickets ahead of time. I know we've already sold out some of our November shows, which is wild. So do not wait to buy tickets. Please buy tickets ahead of time because we would love you guys to be able to see us and get great seats when you come, especially if you're coming all the way to Branson to see the Petersens. So
Yeah. Our theater just has like limited seats just in general. It's small, which fits what we do. But then when we have a higher demand show, it's really hard because we can't add like a ton of shows at that time because we also are trying to like create, make videos, go on the road. So,
and there's also a lot of other shows that perform in the theater.
Yes.
So working around all their schedules is.
And Christmas in Branson starts, the soft opening is October 31st. So it's full on November 1st, Christmas. So we're our city. There's so much to do here.
Yeah. Christmas is so fun. You should come. Okay. We were kind of talking about what would be fun to hear from you guys today. And the thing that I'm very interested about, and I actually have been thinking about this for the past month or so, is if you were to see the Petersens perform in concert, what other group would you also love to be there? So if we were just to collaborate with someone, this could be a video, it could be a live concert, but we would love to know who else you guys like to see perform. That'd just be super beneficial for us.
yeah, that'd be great.
So if you're watching this live, you can comment in the live chat, or if you're watching the replay, you can comment in the comment section of the video, or if you are watching live and you want to comment in the comment section of the video, that would also be great. But yeah, we would just be super interested to see.
Yeah, we've never really done, other than just like festival settings, we've never done like a maybe like playing music on the road with other bands, except overseas. Every once in a while, we'll do like a double build show. But
And Reina Del Cid.
yeah, Reina Del Cid did the video with us. Jer O'Donnell.
Yeah.
But who was the guy that you, Pat Boone, came on stage with us one time?
Oh, we did. We said Amazing
Yes.
Grace with Pat Boone.
Yeah, Pat Boone was at an event we were playing and came on stage, and
Very sweet guy.
Very sweet. He was very
Yeah.
funny.
It's very great. It's amazing we got to meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have another comment from Peter Lenartson saying, any other plans for another tour in Europe? Would love to see Ellen live on stage as well this time.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
We would love that.
would love to play in Europe. So I don't think we have any solid plans at this point, but know that we're always working towards it and trying to get the pieces to fall in place at the right time with our Branson schedule and venues that could work, and trying to make sure we go to the places that you guys are. So
Yeah. I mean, if Katie and Julianne were in charge of planning our tours, we could be there next week. But instead, we'll give you guys enough heads up, and we'll try to be able to do the tour really well. The last tour ended up going so well for kind of how last minute our European tour was.
yeah.
But we're definitely going to come back. We made good connections. I already have a couple things for 2025 that have started to fall in place. So not this year, but for sure next year we'll be coming overseas. Who knows which direction?
Someone named Skinny says, Jules, I love your smile.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay, these are some fun bands that people are suggesting. Taylor Swift. Hi.
That'd be a great collab.
Also
Yeah,
love
okay.
to collaborate with Taylor.
The Morrison Sisters, Southern Raised. A great friend
Hey,
of
guys.
ours. Vino says the Farnham family. David says the Franz family.
The Friends family, yes.
That would be
We
fun,
collab with them all the
actually.
time. Almost every show.
I mean, that's an interesting thought. We love the
That's
Franz
funny.
family.
That would be
Fun.
Like obviously because Emmett, but his siblings are incredibly talented.
I've got a connection there, so we can figure this out.
That might work.
Yeah.
The purple holes also.
I love them.
We are obsessed with the purple
Yes.
holes. They're great. When we went over to Finland and did a show, they also had done that exact show before and kind of knew all the things. So that was really fun. High Valley, what a great group.
Okay.
Jackie Kirk says the Hay Goods. Also an interesting thought.
That would be awesome.
Sarah Rose.
Oh,
Sarah Rose.
Oh, her new
Luke
album.
Taylor, Alison Krauss. Oh my goodness, Vince Gill, the Beatles. the band McMillan. We love them.
Oh yeah.
Great.
The Bygones, Foxes and Fossils, amazing group. The Gibson Brothers, Raina Del Cid.
Yeah.
We loved our collab with Raina Del Cid.
She's so much fun.
Yeah, she's
I
great.
changed her name.
French Family Band. Okay, I haven't heard of some of these. Oh my gosh, Josh Turner. He is awesome. Okay, this guy says, are the
That'd be
Friends
great.
family still active? So they all play music still, but I think mostly in their churches.
Mhm.
I think he's kind of, yeah, Randy
Yes.
leads
Yeah.
worship at his church. And so does Hadley.
They don't-
Hadley's a worship
yeah.
leader at his
Yeah.
church in Kansas.
I know Caleb's done that a bunch.
Sometimes they'll do like shows with a few of them together.
Yeah, like
on a
down
couple
in,
friends.
Yeah.
At Randy's church, they'll do, and Katie will play with them, so it'll be
Yeah, Audra comes
almost
in on
all
bass.
of them.
Mhm.
Wow,
And
that's
Randy's
awesome.
in it too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So
It's amazing
It's
how good
so
they
fun.
sound for the fact that they don't play together all the time. You're
Yeah,
like,
they
It's
"Oh,
discouraging.
They
It's
probably
not-
just go through it
it's
once
not
and then they
fair.
perform.
They're so good. Billy Strings, holy cow. Daly and Vincent. There's a lot of really
These are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
great suggestions. The Queeby sisters. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Brandon Chang says Cynthia Rich.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Dolly Parton.
We've done that.
Hi.
Dolly Parton.
We've done that.
Fine.
Cynthia Ridge.
Oh, someone's asking about Katie's fiddle being repaired.
It is.
So at the end of last year, did Katie post about this? How do people know
Yeah.
about this? Or was
She
this
shared
just
it
for
to
the
her
patrons?
patrons,
Okay.
I think.
So right at the end of the year, like maybe a week before we ended our season,
Before Christmas.
we were at a show, a private event, and Katie accidentally dropped her fiddle.
straight
It was
down.
wild, and it cracked. It was really bad. A friend of ours, two friends of ours, sprinted and got another fiddle for Katie to play for that gig specifically. And then Julianne also has a 5-string fiddle, so Katie was able to finish up the season with Julianne's fiddle. And then she toured with your fiddle.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
I'm a sponsor.
she actually reached out to the guy that made the fiddle, and he agreed to work on it, and he repaired it. And I think our rehearsal on Thursday was the first time
Mhm.
I'd seen it. Had she had it before then? I don't think so.
I think she got it Wednesday.
Yeah,
maybe.
she just got it back.
She just got it back, so I think it's good.
Yeah.
Um.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So that was insane. That was very scary. Okay, a lot of great comments. Oh, Laura and Donald Freddie Palmer says Haygood's on stage with you at the same time.
Not at the Little Opry then. We're gonna have to find a bigger
I
stage.
do love
That would be
the
so
thought.
fun.
I don't know why I've never actually considered playing with Haygood's before.
Probably because I didn't want to get burned by pyrotechnics. We have wooden instruments.
That's so sad.
I get easily distracted.
That would be so fun.
Oh, Ben Rector and Ellie Holcomb. Thank you, Mary.
I would like to do the Haygoods just because of how much fun we would have during our rehearsal for that. We would have a blast.
Brand says Jetpack Jules.
Jetpack Jules.
You, Brand.
Just you with a jetpack.
Oh, I
yeah.
was like, what band is
She was
I
like,
was
I've never heard of
laughing
that.
The Johnny Crest.
Kevin Chow says, hey, I'm the guy that brought the pastry to Amsterdam in August. How did you like the stuff in the bag? I think I also put some old postcards.
Oh,
Oh, yes. That was so nice because we were so hungry. So thank you for doing that. Like some people, our shows will end pretty late, and sometimes we manage to get food. Sometimes we don't. Most times we do. We get pizza. But whenever people like give us like a food thing, it's so nice. So
Yeah.
we appreciated that. It's great to do
We several times have walked straight off stage and just are stuffing chocolates in our mouths.
It's
It's
disgusting.
honestly a low point.
that. I just watched myself do that in the Cincinnati vlog. I walked straight off stage and grabbed a chocolate bar from this like beautiful chocolate basket. It was great.
Wait, walking off the video of us walking off the stage, so many funny things happened. Yeah,
It's Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that.
you'll
yet.
have to watch it. It's so funny.
It's not out yet. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
You'll see it one day.
Pedro says, "Bless you all. You are magnificent. Hope one day you play dueling banjos in Foggy Mountaintop. Love you all and thank you very much." As a banjo player, that's very intimidating because I know I will be judged by every other banjo player, but those are great bluegrass songs. And maybe one day I will get the confidence to do that. We used to do, did we ever perform dueling banjos or did me and you just play it?
I think you guys did.
I think we did.
What didn't we do it when Katie was gone? Maybe.
I've played it on stage at the Little Opry Theater.
I know you guys have done that.
But
I've just blocked it from my
we used to
memory.
do Wyndham in Branson.
Oh,
They
yes.
had a Wednesday night slot that we used to play, and Ellen and I had we called it the Ellen and Matt show
I was
because
also there.
well,
They still call
but
it the
for
Ellen
some
Matt
reason
show.
we called it the Ellen.
Cast.
Jules was Julian sang the hand song, and I think that was it.
I
At that
love
point.
that song.
I
love
harmonized.
that song.
I was supposed to play fiddle, but then I broke my wrist rollerblading, so my friend played fiddle and I just sang. Anyways,
But Ellen and I played that, and the crowds loved. We did every single song like crowds would like. It was mostly just an atmosphere thing. And
Yeah.
Ellen would set me up for jokes and would say, "I don't know, Matt. Why did the chicken cross the road?" And I thought of this
That was
like
a long
the
time ago.
lamest. Mom,
That
that's before
was-
Mom.
When Matt first started speaking on stage, though, so Katie used to be our only MC, and then she went to England for a semester, and Matt was just like thrown into all of a sudden he was the MC for everything, and Katie never quite got it back.
Well, because she came back with a really annoying accent.
She's
I'm kidding.
not. We do have a chat from. I don't know how to say this.
Went Down to Georgia.
I'm going to attempt Jungkab Kim. Hello, thank you so much for your chat. And Brant says we should do When You Come Back Down, which is a great.
oh, I love that song.
a great song. Collab with Chris Tomlin. I mean, yes. Okay. Oh, collab with Dawson Hollow.
Oh, that would be
Oh.
great.
Dawson Hollow is amazing, and Us the Duo. I love Us the Duo. Okay.
That's a throwback.
We'll do one more question and then we'll kind of wrap it up because we do have rehearsal today, our last rehearsal before the cruise. What do we do? This is from Fabricio Medeiros. I hope I said that right. Great to see you. What do you do when we have like a cold or a flu? Do we still sing? Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mostly.
Oh,
Yeah, there's so many vocalists in our group. We can do shows still if someone's sick, which is very nice. And there's some songs that I can sing without my full voice, and then there's some songs that I can't. And so it's a lot of coordinating with Katie, who helps put together the set list and figuring out what to do. Yeah.
And ever since Ellen set the precedence and was on stage at 8 months pregnant,
9 months pregnant.
none of us really have an excuse to not be on stage because our nose is runny.
That's true.
I was like, well, there goes any excuse any of us will ever have for performing.
So
I did perform 2 days before I gave birth, which was very funny.
But at
looking
least you
back.
looked great.
No, we didn't. Everyone was like taking pictures of me because they're like, this is a sight to see.
Ellen-
Mom had someone like come in specifically to take pictures of the monstrosity that was me 9 months pregnant.
My favorite was Ellen would sing Crazy by Patsy Cline. And like when we were doing our solos, I would look over and Ellen just had her hands like this and she would look at it. And
It was like a little shelf.
And we were rehearsing that the other day, and I looked over, and Ellen's just sitting there normal, and I was like, "That's so lame." I don't have Ellen over here like, well, Julian, good job on the mandolin.
Well, when she first started, I don't know if you've said this here, but on this platform, but her fingers kept getting stuck, right? The
Mhm.
picks. And then she realized her banjo was at an odd angle. And as she changed and morphed her banjo, and then at the end, she was playing it sideways.
It was wild. It just happened so gradually. I'll tell you what was harder
At first, it was
than
going
that.
up,
Yeah,
and
that
then it
didn't
went
work.
over.
Was coming back after and having to play sitting in a chair. I will take playing banjo entirely sideways over playing sitting down. That was really hard.
Same.
Yeah.
When we first started performing, it was the opposite problem because we'd always just sat down
Yeah.
and we had to learn. It's like,
Well, it was like the
actually-
energy, everything was off. So I did not like playing sitting in a chair, but it was what it was. David Watson gave a super chat for coffee for Matt.
Let's
What?
go, David. What a bro.
And B. Derek says dueling banjo is like the free bird of banjos. That is true. That and people still every once in a while request the Beverly Hillbillies song because of American Idol back in the day. So
Well,
dueling
Foggy
banjos
Mountain.
and that and Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Foggy Mountain Breakdown's up there, which we used to also do.
Yes. Do not request that. Okay.
Request it.
Vino says, when is the 2024 Patreon Palooza? We do a gathering in Branson every year for our Patreon community. We are still finalizing some of our tour.
I think we're doing summer.
Okay.
June?
We're going to shoot for summer. We're
Yeah.
going to let you guys know, but we have not figured it out. As soon as we do,
we
we'll
will.
let
Yeah,
you know.
there's nothing official.
Yeah. So summer.
This is usually what happens is we make decisions on camera. So that's
We do make a lot of
really-
decisions.
We were like, oh, that's a good idea. So everyone get out your calendars. Let's see if it works for these people.
Oh, Tony Kaufman gave us money for an excursion fund on the cruise. Thank you.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
David also says money for Julian and Katie's next adventure. Oh, thanks, David.
Yay, thank you.
Oh my goodness, there's someone that said, do you guys remember in one of our chats, someone asked, they were interviewing at C of O, and they just said they got in.
Oh no.
And they mentioned they liked the Petersens, and the interviewer did too. That's amazing.
It's a good interview.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining this live chat. We are off to our final rehearsal before the cruise, remembering how to play all these songs that we played before the Christmas show launched. So
Long
it's
time
been
ago.
since October, and it's really fun to kind of bring a lot of these. Some of the songs feel like old friends because I say goodbye to them, and then Christmas happens, and then January, and now we're like, oh, it's fun to have back in the show.
We are very excited to get back and see the people who support our music and play music. We're all healthy and rested.
Yay.
Our,
We're not pregnant.
Yeah, we're all true.
We are collectively.
And so we're very excited. Please come check out our website for any of our show information, and we will see you soon. Happy Saturday.
Yay.
And bye.